What's going on YouTube? Oh, it's the Richie back with another video. In today's video, we're going to be watching Your Life If You Master Money in Your 20s. I want to watch this video, bro. I feel like everybody who watches me is definitely below the age of 30. Let's get straight into it. Your Life If You Master Your Money in Your 20s. Alright, man, let's get to it.
You are 22 years old. You have a job, a salary that felt like enough until you actually saw your bank account after rent, food, subscriptions, and one night out that somehow cost $140. Nobody taught you this. Not really. School gave you algebra and history, your parents gave you a debit card and the vague instruction to be responsible. But nobody sat you down and said, here is exactly how money works.
That's my point, bro. So hopefully in this video, they're gonna explain exactly if you're just turning 20 or if you're mid-20 or even 25, what the fuck you need to do.
Here is exactly how money works. Here is what to do with it. Here is the difference between the people who retire at 52 and the people who are still working at 72. This is what your life looks like if you make those decisions, starting now.
The first rule nobody
Your
tells
first
you.
paycheck feels like proof that you made it. It isn't. It's the starting line. Here's what most people do with their first real income. They upgrade their life to match it. Better apartment, new car payment, nicer clothes, dinner instead of groceries. This
Y'all gotta stay out that trap, man.
is called lifestyle inflation, and it is the first way the system takes from you before you even understand how the system works. The first rule is this. Every time your income goes up, your savings rate goes up first, before the upgrade, before the celebration, before anything else. You don't live on what you earn. You live on what you decide to keep. Most people in their 20s spend 100% of what comes in. Some spend more. The people who quietly build wealth spend 70, 80, sometimes 85% and invest the rest before they can touch it. Not because they earn more, because they decided what the money was for before it arrived. That decision, made at 22 instead of 32, is worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not someday, mathematically, right now, on a spreadsheet if you run the compound interest numbers. Start there, not with the apartment upgrade, not with the subscription, with the percentage you keep.
Level 2, this structure.
You've decided to save money. Now what? This is where most people stall. They open a savings account. They feel good about it. And then slowly, quietly, that money gets absorbed back into life.
That's, bro, he just described it to a T what the fuck happened. So this was like 6-8 months ago, bro. This is just like, I've been learning about finances, bro, but this one I really like, alright, I gotta like actually take their advice, and I was kind of going into it, bro. So this was like I said, about 6 months ago. I was literally putting like $200 every check I got when I was working. Put it in a SoFi savings account. Make sure y'all use a high yield savings account. But besides that, bro, I literally put the money in the savings account, let it stack, whatever was investing a little bit. Bro, this is why credit card debt is so bad. It's like, bro, once you get to like a lot, like let's just say $1,000 of credit card debt, bro, either you just live off the motherfucking credit card debt, or you could actually like put it in and pay it, gang. And like I had really just abandoned the savings account. But next thing you know, bro, lifestyle inflation. I didn't complete step 1 yet. I was over here spending like I was making motherfucking 20K a month, 30K a month. Like, you feel me? I was just spending a lot. And then what had ended up happening is, gotta take the savings account, put it into the credit card. Next thing you know, back to zero. Next thing you know, back to credit card debt. Got no motherfucking savings. So it's just like, this is just like a trap, bro. Y'all gotta really stay out to level 1. But let's go to level 2, man. We building the foundation. This is like, after you master level 1, bro, the foundation is just like
A weekend trip, an emergency, a thing that felt necessary in the moment. The problem isn't discipline. The problem is design. Money that sits in your checking account will be spent, not because you're irresponsible, because it's there. because the brain doesn't distinguish between money available for rent and money available for
To
living.
spend.
The structure is simple: 3 accounts, 3 purposes, no exceptions. Account 1: fixed costs, rent, utilities, insurance, the things that happen whether you think about them or not. This account gets funded first, on payday, automatically. Account 2: investments and savings. Emergency fund first, 3 months of expenses sitting in a high-yield account, untouchable except for actual emergencies. Then index funds, then retirement contributions. This account also gets funded automatically, on payday, before you see the money. Account 3: everything else. Food, entertainment, the $140 night out. This is your spending account. When it's empty, it's empty. You don't move money from account 2 to cover it. You adjust. This structure removes the decision. You don't have to be disciplined every day. You only have to set the system once. The system does the rest.
This is why the system is so important. And when I say system, I'm talking about like what the fuck, like you're running on your own time. Like, my nigga, let's say you have no rent, right? Now boom, you could easily save $400, $500, $600. Let's say you get a band every 2 weeks, whatever, I don't know, band every 2 weeks, bro. If you just invest the other 400, save that 600, or just even let's say you get a band, even just save 200, maybe even invest just 100, and the rest you save, bro. If you're below the age of 25, by the age of 30, bro, you're gonna have thousands of dollars invested each month, just off them checks, bro. Over time, that shit will literally add up to $10,000+. And bro, like I said, most of the young people don't realize it. They're gonna wait till they're 30, till they 40, till they start paying bills. Now you want to invest? I'm like, bro, start investing while your bills are low, while your expenses are low, while you don't have to take care of kids, while you don't have all these responsibilities, bro. That's the time to invest. That's the time
That's
to
the
get
second
ahead.
rule. Automate the behavior you want. Don't rely on willpower. Willpower loses. Systems win.
Systems win, bro. My bad for keep pausing it, but this is why it's so important, bro. Y'all build a fucking system. Like every month, bro, it don't matter. Like, alright, you know what the fuck's coming in. Like, bro, you need to get to a point where you know what the fuck is gonna come into your account, so you know what the fuck you're able to spend. But man, that system and the debt question on level 3.
You probably have debt. Student loans, a car payment,
Credit
maybe
card
a
debt.
credit card that started as a temporary solution and became a permanent
And
fixture.
then you just keep
This is
using
normal.
it.
It is also one of the most expensive mistakes you can normalize. Not all debt is equal. This is the part most people miss. High interest debt, credit cards, payday loans, anything above 7 or 8% is an emergency. It compounds against you the same way investments compound for you.
Yes.
Every month you carry a 5.
And my bad, like I said, I keep pausing it, but bro, like, y'all gotta do the math. Like, if you have a credit card that you have 30% APY, which just means you're paying 30% every year for it, but it's gonna compound each month, obviously, bro. People think you can out invest that. Like, no, bro, you're not gonna get an investment that's giving you 30% each fucking year. This is why it's so important to pay off your credit card debt. This is why it's so important to not let them collect the money off you. Because over time, that shit gonna add up, bro. And you can't out return it, bro. You're not gonna return 30% consistently on on the stock market or anything, bro. You'll be lucky to maybe get a 15% APY, but a 30%, that's why it's like anything above 15 to 20%. My boy, pay that shit off ASAP. You're gonna regret it later on. Pay that
$1,000
bitch
credit card
off.
balance at 22% interest, you are paying $91 for the privilege of owing money. That $91 is gone. It builds nothing. It earns nothing. Pay high interest debt first, before investing, before saving aggressively, because no index fund will reliably return 22%. Paying off that debt is a guaranteed 22% return on every dollar you put toward it. Low interest debt, mortgages, some student loans below 5%, is different. You can service it while investing because the market historically outperforms it over time. This is a calculated decision, not a free pass. The third rule is eliminate the debt that costs more than the market can return. Then and only then does investing make mathematical sense.
Level 4.
You hear the word investing and you picture a trading screen, a Bloomberg terminal, someone watching numbers move in real time, making decisions, calling shots. That is not what builds wealth for most people. That is what destroys it. Studies consistently show that individual stock pickers underperform the market over time. Not some of them, most of them, including professionals, including people who do this for a living. The answer is boring, but it's the correct answer. Index funds. Low cost, diversified, long term. You buy a small piece of the entire market. When the market grows, and over any 20-year period in history it has, you grow. The S&P 500 has returned an average of roughly 10% annually over the long term, before inflation. $500 a month invested at age 22, left untouched, becomes over $3 million by retirement at 65.
That's my point, bro. A lot of people cannot see that far. Like, even myself, bro. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about getting rich at 65. I'm trying to get rich like 30, 32, 33. But you gotta understand, bro, that not only is that time gonna pass anyways, your money is gonna grow along with inflation. Like, this is why I want to watch another video. We could watch an inflation video, y'all. But basically, simple terms, inflation, more money, shit become more expensive. And bro, motherfuckers don't realize, like, bro, if shit gets more expensive, that means the stocks are gonna get more expensive. You feel me? Like, the stocks, the Bitcoin, the real estate, like, bro, everything is gonna get more expensive, bro. It's just not your groceries. Like, bro, your assets are going to get more expensive too. That's why it's very important to invest, my nigga. Cause look, that $1 that you fucking had, that 1 quarter, whatever you got saved up over years, it's going to stay the same. Imagine I have a piece of a dollar right here, just $1. 50 years, that would be the same. But if I put that dollar into, I don't know, motherfucker, imagine this is Bitcoin right here, right? This is Bitcoin, and this is a fucking dollar. So this dollar right here stays the same. This Bitcoin right here, it could go up and it could go down. But over time, it's going to go up. Usually, right? We're speaking hypothetical. But usually, the motherfucker going to go up because there's more people buying into it. You know what I mean? So it's just like, invest your shit, bro. It doesn't even need to be in a stock. Invest in yourself, bro. Like, you see what I'm doing with the YouTube shit. It's like, shit, I'm just spending time doing this. It doesn't really even cost any money, but it's just the time and investment, bro.
Not because of brilliant stock picks, because of time. Time is the variable you have at age 22 that you will never have again.
You'll never have this time again.
It is arithmetic. The fourth rule is invest consistently in low-cost index funds and do not touch it. The strategy is not the complicated part. The patience is.
The spending trap.
You now
get that
have a
100K,
structure.
now you want
You're
to
investing, you're handling debt, and then the culture comes for you. Every system around you is designed to extract money. Subscriptions that auto-renew, algorithms that surface things you didn't know you wanted until you saw them, one-click purchasing, buy now, pay later, social feeds that make everyone else's life look like something that requires spending to access. The trap is not a single large purchase. The trap is the accumulation of small ones that each feel justified in isolation. $14.99 here, $9.99 there, the dinner upgrade, the Uber instead of the train, the thing on sale that you didn't need before it was on sale. None of these feel like decisions. That's the design. The counter is intentional spending, not restriction, intention. Before each non-essential purchase, one question. Does this cost fit my values, or does it fit a feeling I'm trying to manage? Boredom spends, anxiety spends, status anxiety spends the most.
And this is like the hardest part, bro. Once you get to level 4 or level 5, bro, this is the hardest part, because not only are you mastering yourself, but you're mastering the emotions that come with it. And if you, bro, if you were born somebody who never really had shit, you growing up, your parents told you, "Oh, bro, we can't get that. We can't afford it." Or, we can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't go out there right now. We got to eat at home." Whatever it may be, bro. Everybody who grew up like that had that one moment in their life where they're just like, "Damn, my nigga, like, we really can't, like, we genuinely can't afford this." And that carries over for most people, bro. It don't, like, even if you just like get a job, right, and now you're making more than your parents, you're gonna be thinking like, damn. You're gonna be proud of yourself, but you're gonna be thinking like, damn, my parents could afford it and they raised me. But bro, they don't realize, bro, we live in a motherfucking different time. Like, bro, everything is more expensive, bro. And that's what most people don't get. And on top of that, like I said, bro, if you come from this shit, you really have nothing. Like, my nigga, you couldn't buy the shit you wanted as a little kid. You couldn't really do anything. And now you making your own bread. Now you making your own money. You're literally gonna fall into that trap. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Like, this is really the hardest part of them all. It's like mastering yourself, bro. You gotta really master yourself. And this is why most people aren't gonna become wealthy, because they just spend what they got and they don't move that gap. You feel me? Like, this is what you spend. This is what you have. This is what you spend. You gotta kind of keep going down, make more bread and spend less. But usually the opposite happens. You know what I'm saying? People are gonna spend more because they make it more.
None of these are reasons to move money from column 2 to column 3. The fifth rule is audit your spending quarterly, not to judge yourself, to see the pattern. The pattern shows you what you actually value, which is frequently different from what you think you value. There is a limit to how much you can cut. There is no limit to how much you can earn. This is the other half of the equation that personal finance culture ignores. Frugality is a floor, not a ceiling. You can optimize your spending down to zero and still not build meaningful wealth on a salary that doesn't grow. Your 20s are not a time to be comfortable. They are a time to build leverage, skills that compound, relationships that open doors, a reputation inside your field that makes you the person people call. Most meaningful salary increases don't come from staying. They come from moving, changing companies, changing roles, or changing industries entirely, using each transition to reset your compensation to market rate rather than incremental internal raises. The average employee gets a 3% raise per year. The average person who switches jobs strategically gets 10 to 20%. Over a decade, the difference in lifetime earnings is not marginal, it is transformative. The sixth rule is treat your career with the same intentionality you treat your investments. A higher income invested well is an exponential acceleration. A modest income invested perfectly is still a slow road.
The moment it becomes real.
Somewhere around year 3 or 4 of doing this consistently, something shifts. Your investment account starts growing faster than you're contributing to it. The interest, the dividends, the market.
I don't know if y'all just caught what he said. I'm pretty sure I heard that right. But bro, this is when your life really changes. It's just like, bro, your investments are literally making what you make at work. So let's say you go to work and you average $150 a day. Bro, you could deadass go on your phone, go on Robinhood, go on Fidelity, go on whatever you got. Check the app, and your shit will literally be making $200 a day. Like, consistently, like, over stocks and ETFs and stuff. Not just like, oh, we had one good day, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking about, my boy, you literally are going on your shit. You got, I don't know, maybe up to 70, 80K invested. And you literally look at your phone and you're literally making what you're making at work. Like, that shit, to me, that's just like, once I get there, man.
Market return. They start doing work you aren't doing. This is the moment compound interest stops being a concept and starts being visible. You look at your account and realize that last month, the market added more to your balance than your paycheck did. It's a quiet shift. Nobody celebrates it with you. There's no ceremony, but it's the most important financial moment of your life.
That's how you know this shit is real now. Like, you're literally making, your money is literally working for you while you sleep, bro. And that's when you gotta put your motherfucking foot on the gas.
Because it means the machine is running. From here, the math works for you instead of against you. Every year that passes accelerates the one after it. The money you put in at 22 will do more work than the money you put in at 32, which will do more than what you put in at 42. This is why it matters that you start now. Not when you earn more, not when you feel ready. Now, with whatever you have. $50 a month invested at 22 is worth more at 65 than $500 a month started at 42. The math is brutal. It doesn't negotiate.
The life that follows.
This isn't just about retirement. It isn't just about a number and an account. Money managed well buys something more valuable than things. It buys optionality, the ability to say no to the job that's slowly taking your life, the ability to leave the city, the ability to take a risk on something that matters to you without betting your survival on it. Most people in their 40s and 50s are not free, not because they failed, because they spent their 20s building a life that required every dollar to maintain. The car payment, the mortgage at the edge of what they could afford, the lifestyle that needs the job to continue exactly as it is. The people who built a margin in their 20s, who invested when it felt like too little to matter, who kept their costs below their income, who grew their earning capacity alongside their savings rate.
Yeah. Hey, man. Appreciate y'all boys watching. This has been... What has this been again? This has been Your Life If You Master Your Money in Your 20s. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. This was a good-ass educational video. I'm gonna fuck with y'all later, man. Peace out.